New chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Man is it in your hand. PNM is the plan. Ready, hold it steady. We are one. One blood flowing through we vein. We stand strong. Enemy on the road again. We are one.
PNM people!
PNM.
PNM people!
PNM.
Oh my God, you look so beautiful. Look at the sea of red and Tunapuna tonight. It gives me a good vibes. And when I get a good vibes in the PNM, whenever I get a good vibes, there's only one way I can start. Because you know how I love to start. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. He prepareth a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies.
PNM.
Thou anointest my head with oil.
PNM.
My cup runneth over.
PNM.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will cut Philip what's stale in La Horquetta Talparo, going and coming, going and coming, going and coming.
PNM. 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 PNM.
I want to take a few minutes and talk to some young people today, particularly those who are voting for the first time. When you were just 3 years old, because for those who are voting for the first time, in 2010, you were 3 years old. So you will not know or remember or understand what the UNC did to Trinidad and Tobago from 2010 to 2015. And so I want to talk to those first-time voters. Today, in this time, the UNC has hired influencers on social media to tell you that you must re-elect Kamla Bisasa and some bandits to run Trinidad and Tobago. You will not know. So I have a responsibility, if only because I hold the portfolio of Minister of Youth Development and National Service, to talk to the young people of Trinidad and Tobago. Once upon a time, when you were just 3 years old, in this country, there was something referred to as the People's Partnership Government. In spite of Patrick Manning warning the country not to put them in office, Trinidad and Tobago elected a Kamla Bisasa government. Oh yes, you only know her as leader of the opposition. But back in that time, young people, she was elected as Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. So today, they have hired influencers to come on social media. One of them calling me Froster this week. Young lady, my name is Foster Cummings. My name is Foster Cummings. I am from Indian Trail in Cuba.
You respect
I am the son of Agnes and Cyril Cummings. I was elected as Member of Parliament in La Horquetta Talparo after I beat Jolene and the UNC in 2020. And in 2025, I'm going to beat Philip Watts in La Horquetta Talparo.
You respect that?
You were just 3 years old when people made a mistake and put Kamla in office. So I have to tell you what happened in that time. When they tell you yellow is the code, I will explain to you what that code means. It means that during 2010 to 2015, when you were so young, they paid $6 million to wreck a fire truck from over a precipice in Maracas. That is yellow is the code. When they tell you yellow is the code, it means that a lady down in Philippines who had a small house, the week when she was elected as prime minister, a company cover up the name of their company on the side of the van and went down Philippines and built a mansion for her. That is what they mean when they say yellow is the code. When they say yellow is the code, you must ask them about Section 34, where they try to free their friends from jail by passing a law in the parliament, and Dr. Rowley had to lead a march in Port of Spain to stop them from doing that. That is what they mean when they say yellow is the code. When they say yellow is the code, you young people who voted for the first time, you must ask them about the state of emergency declared by the Kamla government that locked up thousands and thousands and thousands of young people. Ask them about yellow is the code. When they tell you yellow is the code, you must ask them about the $1 billion that they give to SIS for the wastewater treatment plant in the Beatum. We're still waiting for it, and the money gone. That is their yellow is the code. When they tell you yellow is the code, ask them about the $18 billion of savings we left in NGC, and they loot and pilfered and stole it all. When they tell you yellow is the code, ask your auntie and your uncle who just look or sound like PNM, professionals in state agencies across this country, who they fired at will and they had no job under the UNC. When they say to you about some code, ask them about how they expel the leader of the opposition, Dr. Rowley, from the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago to silence the opposition at that time. And ladies and gentlemen, it does not stop there. When the UNC come and tell you about code, ask them about Rishni Ramnarayan, a data entry clerk who they made head of the SSA under Kamla Bisesa. When they tell you about code, ask them about live sport and Anil Roberts and how much money they siphon from the treasury. When they tell you about code, they think it's something to punch a button and get inside the treasury so they can thief. When they tell you about code, ask them why they closed down all the youth camps and all the programs, leaving our young people idle and without direction, so that today we are reaping the results. If anybody is responsible for crime in Trinidad and Tobago, it is the United National Congress. And when they tell you about code, you in San Fernando, Beatum, Port of Spain, Tobago, La Horquetta, San Fernando, Point Fortin, Labre, tell them, red is the word.
PNM.
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 Red is the word. 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 Red is the word.
PNM.
And when they show up, they don't have much time again. But when they show up by your door, tell them the PNM government set up a Ministry of Youth Development and National Service to design programs for the future of our young people. Tell them you're voting for the Youth Agricultural Homestead Program. Tell them you're voting for the Youth Shade House Program. Tell them you're voting for the Youth Aquaculture Program. Tell them you're voting for hoist. Tell them you're voting for the plumbing program. Tell them you're voting for the masonry program, the carpentry program, the computer literacy program. Tell them you're voting to secure and protect the future of Trinidad and Tobago. And when they come close to your door, I have a mantra for you. I have a word for you. I'm a Baptist, you know. We believe in words. I hear rumbling. I'm hearing a rumbling. I'm hearing a rumbling. I'm hearing a rumbling. Is PNM coming?
PNM.
Is PNM coming?
PNM.
Is PNM coming?
PNM.
When they come in front of your door, when they show up in front of your door, tell them. Tell them Eric Williams say. Tell them George Chambers say. Tell them Patrick Manning say. Tell them Keith Rowley say. Tell them Stuart Young say. Tell them hard. Make sure they can hear you. You could start in low. You could go down in bass. PNM. PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
PNM.
Hey! And when you think they're not hearing you, I want you to sound it and echo it loud and far. To save Trinidad and Tobago, we need your vote. To save Trinidad and Tobago, reject the yellow code and hit them PNM, 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 PNM,
PNM.
PNM, 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 PNM. And if you love Trinidad and Tobago, if you love this place that we all love to call home, you rise up early on Monday, you say your prayers, you go to the polls at 6 a.m. No late voting. By 9 o'clock, everybody in your polling division and your house and your street and your avenue and your valley and your alley and your mountain, everybody cast your vote solidly for the PNM. And we will all work together to save this country from the most corrupt government we have ever seen in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. I want you to tell Kamla Prasad Bisasa, never again, Kamla! Never again! Never again, Kamla! Never again, Kamla! If the UNC don't know how to get rid of Kamla, Dinesh tried, Anita tried, Paré tried, others tried, and she said she purged the UNC. Well, I'll tell you today, if UNC can't get rid of Kamla Prasad Bisasa, you the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, I call on you to retire Kamla from active politics. And we will all be able to say on the night of Monday the 28th, from Toko Sandy Grande to Shagaramas in the west, to Point Fortin in the south,
PNM.
in North Trinidad,
PNM.
Port of Spain, in Tobago east and west, we will all, as the people say, great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. And we shall prevail.
New chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
We are one.